Start standing upright. Take each foot alternating towards 5 and 7 o'clock on the clock, 10 times each way. I'm going to be changing my angle just so you can see the different angles. So you're stepping to 5, and you're stepping to 7. If you don't get dizzy, go ahead and look back down towards that back foot, really allowing the hips to shift back and allowing the front leg to lengthen around the knee. Just don't walk out your joints. Look back, look up, at your own pace. And on your number 10, stay standing upright. Step over 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Allow the knee to dive in. Allow the torso to come over to the side. Still 10 each way like this. Here's 4. You're staying in one spot. Again, I'm just showing the different angles. Don't forget to breathe. If you're feeling a little dizzy, just fix your eyes onto one position. If you really need to, keep the chin level and decrease how far you are going. On your number 10, step over and open towards 2 o'clock and then 10 o'clock. If that back heel needs to pop up, let it go. Over to 2, over to 10. Allow the hips to travel with you, the torso to move, and the eyes to follow where the foot is pointing. Shoulders, hips, toes going into that same direction. Do not force anything. And number 10, we'll keep the feet stagger stance. So one foot is in front of the other, hips width, and then take the arms up to chest level. Rotate one way with the arms, rotate the other way with the arms. If your heel needs to go at any point, it is not stuck. So again, stagger stance, keep it moving. Same foot's behind you, just a different angle. And on number 10, we are coming over to change the other side. So other foot's in front, other foot's behind you. And 10 again, over and over. Eyes follow, hands follow, pelvis goes where it can. Back heel, front heel can lift as they need to, nothing is stuck. Getting everything warmed up. On number 10, coming back to center, back to one foot being in front, does not matter which one goes first. Reach up and behind like you're looking for a seatbelt. If that back heel needs to come up and pivot, it's allowed to go. Pivot or stay down. Changing my angle. Try not to grip the toes to the ground. Other side, one foot in front of the other, reaching up for that seatbelt. 10, heels can move. Hands and eyes are going to that same direction. The hips will follow through the torso. On your number 10, come back to center. Feet are back to even. Reach in front of the chest. So different angle. Reach, reach. Elbows bending as you come back. Resist the urge to take the hand down to your hip. Just bending and straightening of the arm. Eyes follow where the hand is going directly in front of you. Keep that same movement, but now bring it over towards 2 o'clock, towards 10 o'clock. You might feel some popping. You might feel the feet starting to warm up a little bit. Maybe your hips. Staying around shoulder or chest height. What's the difference from before? This is the last one for 10. That's wide. Beforehand, we were coming straight in front. That changes how much the hips will move. Next, we'll be down to the outer part of your knee and allow the whole torso to come down into that movement. Down. Let the arches collapse and lift as they want to go. If the heel needs to go to release your back, please let it go. Option if the back is starting to bite, 1 foot in front of the other, 5 each way instead, if that's the case. So it'll just be that little stacker stance as that option. Otherwise, keep it going, going 10 with the feet even if you can. And on your number 10, coming back up to stand. Step forwards, reach forwards, alternate the feet. Step, reach, different angle. Step, reach, step, reach. Palms can stay facing down. Reach. Different angle. Keep it in that same straight forwards position. Really allow the center of gravity to shift forwards towards that front leg. And on number 10, changing the arm and leg combination. So the right foot will step forwards, reach the left hand across. The left foot goes forwards, the right hand goes across. Maybe towards your pinky toe, find the angle that feels successful. Again, center of gravity shifts towards that front foot. You can feel how we're starting to load through that front leg. Get the glutes nice and warmed up. Through the quads. The calves have to fire on. Eyes are following the fingertips. If you get dizzy, your hands can reach towards 1 and 11 on a clock, so it's not as deep of a twist. I would rather your neck be able to move and maybe blink in the center, if that's okay. And if not, you can stay looking forwards. It's just a little tight on the neck if you do. So just be cognizant of that. On your number 10, back to center. You guessed it. Right foot's behind you, left foot's in front, or vice versa, whichever you start with. Same side hand, same side foot. That's behind you. Reach over, reach across. Your palm stays facing towards your midline. Over, open. If it's a little tight, maybe a shorter step, and maybe a little bit wider, so it's not as demanding. Closer would give you some more ability to move, but that also makes balancing a lot more difficult. Find your challenge, find the success point, right? 10 is the magic number today. On the last time, switching the sides, so other leg and hand combinations. It'll be the same foot that's back is the same hand that's moving, and the hand is facing forwards like a handshake. So you open, you close. Find the foot position that feels good. Maybe it's wider, maybe it's straight back in line with the hips. What I mean by that is hips width staggered. You'll know where it feels good. If it feels like you need to curl your toes, try a shorter step. I'll change my angle so you can see a little differently. If you feel like your foot needs to turn out as well, shorter step, please. And there is number 10. Feet come back even, hands down, add a little bit of a round forwards that will then help to open up the SI joint and add a little bit of softness into the knees so you can shift side to side. Over, over. Only 5 here. Mix it up a little bit. So it's 5 with the hips hinged, and then go from that hip hinge to standing upright. Same thing, but the knees stay soft. Side to side for 5. Total is 10. And there is number 5. Good. Coming down to the mat. Lie on one side. Say you have 2 lights right on your hips, facing forwards. So hips, instead of facing up with the light beam, are straight ahead. Hand is down, arm is nice and long. Other hand comes up, soften into your knees. Bring the elbow up past the hip towards your glute. Bring that knee up and then come right back down. Thought process behind this, once we get your back feeling safe with the lateral flexion, which is what this movement calls for on the ground, next movement will be to slide up, but we're not going to go there today. Would rather do that in person when I can make any adjustments. Of course you can try it if you would like to, but I just don't want you to catch anything with your back. 2 more. This is getting the hips, glutes, knees, and good. Other side, you can just literally roll over and go to the other direction, just so I'm still facing the camera. I will turn it. So your arm is down in front of you. I say in front a little bit so your head can rest on that bicep instead of being so tight that your back starts to talk to you. The elbow can be soft where you feel good is my most important thing. Hips are forwards like that lamp, not angled up, straight ahead so the hips are stacked. Soft knees, feet are relaxed, top hand comes up, bring the knee straight up with the soft knee so it's not up wide, it's right up to the sky with the side of the knee. Elbow comes up towards that glute, going to 10. Exhale, lift. Inhale to come down. Adding some traditional training to lead to functional training. Remember, slower is more ideal. So try not to speed up anything faster than this. There is number 10. So you come back onto your back, roll to one side, come right back. Same direction, your knees can be bent. Roll one way, come right back. This is the next exercise. If your head can come up to pause instead of stay on the ground, great. One more time. Come up to your hand to the ground, push up. Come right back down and center. We are working towards no hands, but again, working towards, right? So the knee comes down, the knee can press, the hand comes down, press. Come down and center. You will feel this in the chest, a little bit in the bicep and the tricep. Everything's working together here, right? Only 5. Up. Down, so say God forbid you broke an arm, that arm is staying nice and cradled to the body. Other side, once you hit that 5, make sure I'm not gonna hit my head on that fireplace. So you can just roll over to your side again. I'm just facing to that camera. So my arm's going to be cradled against my body like it was broken. Roll over to your back. Come right back to center. 5 times. Just letting the body know, hey, here's where we're going. Momentum is our friend when we get off of the ground, right? But we definitely need to make sure that the whole body feels nice and safe while doing it and strong. So from here, we're coming down, let the knee come down to the ground, press the knee down a little bit, hand comes down to the ground, press up, come down to center. The foot can come to the ground here, there's nothing wrong, nothing right. I just want your body to be willing to make that rotation with us. So the whole body is going together. Reminder, 5, here's 4. If I'm going too fast. Take your time, please. And back to center. Good. Both knees come up. Roll over to one side. Come right back. So now, arms are staying close. We'll change the other side next. Up, right down. Your knees can be lower. They can be closer where your back feels good. I'm landing with one knee, stagger stance in front of the other one. So you're over, you're up, you're right back. If you have that momentum, come all the way up, come all the way down. For me, it's a little easier with my knees flexed closer up to my body. Reminder, every body is different. Let's go 8 here. I'll go with that exaggerated. So you're rolling the body up. So I'll do a little slower. Roll, push with momentum from the upper body over, and then you can round up. So from here, other side, up. Again, you can literally roll over or coming over. So arms are close to your body. Come over to your back, round up. One knee will go in front of the other one and come right back down. Ooh, this mat's doing wonders for my hair today, isn't it? You're coming up, you're coming down. Maybe your legs are a little bit lower. Maybe they are a little bit higher like mine. Every body, right? Totally different. 8's the number. 2. Exhale as you lift. And last one, come up onto your knees. And then you can come all the way up to standing. We'll work all the way up. Now that my hair no longer looks like Cousin It, I'm going to take my mat in half. If you don't have a mat on you, I'd recommend getting a blanket and folding it, maybe into quarters, so you have a nice thick pad for your knees to come down to. So take your right knee down to the ground or your left knee. Whichever one goes first is totally okay. Different angle. My toes are untucked here. I'm going to move my mat a little bit more, give myself some more space. So your knees a little underneath your hip. So right about here, knee under hip. Knee will be a little behind the ankle, so you can shift forwards and shift backwards. I'm looking for a slightly downward angle to start, so we can start loading through that front quad here. Arms can be by your sides, as long as they don't round you forwards, or they can be close together. Hands interlaced. From here, take a slightly smaller shift, and then angle the hips up, like a scoop, right? Up, scoop, back down. The hands were just an explanation of the hips. So I'm not shifting the hips up where it locks through the back. I'm just allowing that slight angle up. From there, stay to center. Hips go right, hips go left. Different angle. Get my balance going. Hips go right, hips go left. One smooth line between 4 and 6. You get to choose your number. Not every part of your body is even, right? So the numbers do not have to be even. If one side gets more tired quickly than the other, totally okay, but let me know about it, please. And rotate. Rotate does not mean circle. Side to side twist is how I should say that. Twist and twist. So again, that different angle for you. Everything's the same, except for my angle. Over, over. Let the knee go with you if that feels okay. Hands are little T-Rexes. Change the side. So other leg will come in front. Slightly more in front with the ankle and the knee, and you are dropping down a little bit to fire on that front quad. The toes are untucked in the back if that's okay. If they need to be tucked down, totally fine. What I'm not looking for is the ankle to fall outward, which is why I'm suggesting the toes to stay untucked. If you rotate the ankle outward, that's asking a lot for your knee. We don't want that. Slide the foot back a little. Scoop up with the hips. Scoop up. Hands stay. If it helps the brain to have a little bit of a scoop, you can go with that. I'm going to change my angle a little bit so you are coming up, back to neutral. If your knee's popping, shorter distance is okay. Woo. There we go. Helps having sneakers on a sliding surface, you know? Changing my angle. So you're going right with the hips, left with the hips. Bump, bump. Different angle. Right, left. After your 4 to 6, twist, twist. Allow that knee to travel with you. Eyes follow, knee follows. That will then ask the ankle to rotate down with you to help to open through the hip and close the hip. So that'll help open the hip up, relative external rotation. That will close the hip because the femur is coming closer to the pelvis. The pelvis is going faster and further than the femur over there. Knees are under your hips. A little wider than the shoulders or the hips. See how straight down would be hips width? A little bit wider. Hips right, hips left. If it feels like you need to rotate with it, shorter stance. Side to side, smaller tilt, right to left. 4 to 6 here. Rotate the body over and over. I don't want a really big rotation, just a very, very tiny. So changing my angle, little right, little left. Hands can be on your hips, they can be in front, you can be down sore. Reason I'm keeping you on your knees here, this localizes you right into the hips instead of getting the ankles involved. So next one that we come up, we'll take one foot in front, push the hands forward, so the hands will be involved on this one. Changing my angle, knee can be a little behind the ankle, it can be closer. This is daily life we're talking about, so there is absolutely no right, there's absolutely no wrong. This is literally functional training here, right? So you're gonna shift and come up. Try to clear that back knee from the ground. If that feels safe, I'm not trying to put any weight on my back foot. So it's almost like my back foot's broken, my back ankle's broken, I can't do anything for that. If this is easy on number 5 or number 6, maybe you come up. You can put that whole foot down to come down if your foot does not want to turn out at the ankle. If it does, come up. Try to take the top of the foot down so you're really controlling the down with that front leg. I'd say maximum 3 on this one, 2 is the goal. So the other leg in front. Change my angle this way. Shift forwards, maybe that knee comes up. Shift forwards, maybe it comes up. As little pressure on the top of that back foot as possible. Try to keep the toes untucked. Hey, if you need to do it, it's something to work towards, right? I think I'm coming out of the frame. Maybe you come up, maybe you come down. Slowly, it's okay for the knee to shift in. That's anatomy. We're always taught the knee has to stay forwards. It doesn't stay forwards when we're walking. You're staying up to standing. When you walk, the knee has to dive in a little bit, and then it rotates out. That's the natural step. If your knee's not doing that, then you're probably feeling that somewhere else. Mat is way. Taps. So we added strength on this, stability to finish. I'm in the middle of a tile that's a little bit raised, so it'll be a tap and a tap. Let the eyes follow. The hands are by your sides for now. Just 3. Tap, tap. Other side, changing my angle. Just switch that foot that's moving. Here's your 3. Up towards 2 o'clock and then 10 o'clock, the same foot is moving. Again, same foot moving, changing which direction. Right foot towards 2 o'clock, right foot towards 10 o'clock. I want the knee to be allowed to collapse in and then to open up. 3 each. Other side, so changing my angle. Over to 10 and 2. 3. Good. Center. Same foot. 3 o'clock. Tap over either 9 o'clock or over towards 10 o'clock. The body can't directly go on one line, right? Anatomically, our pelvis will be in the way. On 3, change the side, you already know. Sometimes you might need to do a little march, that's okay, reset. If your feet want to turn out, decrease your step. You'll see how you're feeling. There's your 3. 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, same foot, alternate which point you tap. So I'll change my angle this direction, maybe on a slight backward angle. 5 o'clock tap, 7 o'clock tap. If you can, look down and back without getting dizzy, slow and controlled, please do. The other side will go. Change over this way. So, other foot, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. If at any point your hands need to get involved, please do. And the last one over. Center, last of the day, 6 o'clock, tap, center. Again, would help if I'm not in the middle of a tile. Step, center, step, center. Can you look down towards the front ankle or towards that back ankle? If not, that's okay. On your 3, you are all set. That was functional training to finish, so you should be A-okay, ready to go for the rest of your day. Have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions.